My name is Shannon Buff. I'm the Director of Secondary Schools for the Newton County School System. And on behalf of Superintendent Samantha Fury and Deputy Superintendent Dr. Craig Lockhart, I want to welcome you to our 2015-2016 Middle School Literacy Days. At this time, we are going to bring our 6th grade poetry students onto the stage.
Jose Porteo, Hurricane Isabella. I can't sleep tonight. I can still hear her name. She came with warning but could not be tamed. We packed our things and stored them tight and headed for shelter, anticipating this night. You'll be out of harm's way, the colonel told us, free from the fight. But she followed us here. Now we're in her way. All night she screams. My name is Isabella, and I come to play. Her winds rattle windows and shakes our nerves. The rain seeps into the cracks of the barracks we serve. She keeps herself busy and at a steady pace. She sounds like a freight train winning the race. All through the night into early morning, she kicked up her heels, laughing and roaring. When the daylight came and blue skies were calm, we can only imagine the destruction she had done. It is far worse than we had thought. Age-old trees, thorns reach the skies, scattered the ground like tombstones, no longer alive. Uprooted, twisted, and mangled, they crashed into powerhouses and left power lines tangled. Piles of debris littered the streets, trapping the flood waters up to our knees. It covered the ground throughout this town. Bits of valuables were later found. Bibles can be replaced, homes can be repaired. Nobody was hurt that day in the shelter we shared. It could have been worse. We're more lucky than some. Some lost loved ones in the destruction she had done. We go about our lives now, picking up the pieces, trying to make sense of the madness that it seizes. Most of our power in the food supply is gone sour as the day turns to blackness with each passing hour. But throughout all the chaos, brought strangers together. Despite their own frustration, can we need to take care of each other. We help one another with necessities we lack. We see in each other one purpose, one path.
Amelia Clark, Ode by Arthur O'Shaughnessy. We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. Wandering by lone sea breakers and sitting by desolate streams. World losers and world forsakers, on whom the pale moon gleams, yet we are the movers and shakers of the world forever, it seems. With wonderful, deathless ditties, we build up the world's great cities, and out of fabulous story, we fashion an empire's glory. One man with a dream at pleasure shall go forth and conquer a crown, and 3 with a new song's measure can trample an empire down. We, in the ages lying in the buried past of the earth, built Nineveh with our sighing, and Babel itself with our mirth. And Arthur with them prophesying to the old of the new world's worth, for each age is a dream that is dying, or one that is coming to birth.
Good morning. My name is Trayvon Dorsey, and this poem is entitled Frederick Douglass by Robert E. Hayden. When it is finally ours, this freedom, this liberty, this beautiful and terrible thing, needful to man as air, usable as earth. When it belongs at last to all, when it is truly instinct, when it is more brain matter, diasto, sasto, reflex action, when it is more than that gaudy mumbo jumbo of politicians, this man, this Douglass, this former slave, this Negro beaten to his knees, exiled, visioning a world where none is lonely, none hunted, alien. This man, superb with love and logic, this man shall be remembered. Oh, not with statues, rhetoric, not with legends and wreaths and poems and wreaths of bronze alone, but with the lives grown out of his life, the life fleshing his dream of the beautiful, needful thing. Thank you.
My name is Katie Oakley, and my poem is on the woman who swallowed a fly. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed a bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed a spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that, to swallow a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a dog. What a hog to swallow a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a goat. Just opened her throat to swallow a goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a cow. I don't know how she swallowed a cow. She swallowed the cow to catch the goat. She swallowed the goat to catch the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course.
My name is Joanna Godinez, and today I will be reciting Goldilocks and the Three Bears by Donald Dell. This famous wicked little tale should never have been put on sale. It is a mystery to me why loving parents cannot see that this is actually a book about a brazen little crook. Had I the chance, I wouldn't fail to clap young Goldilocks in jail. Now just imagine how you'd feel if you had cooked this lovely meal, delicious porridge, steaming hot, fresh coffee in the coffee pot, with maybe toast and marmalade, the table beautifully laid. One place for you and one for Dad, another for your little lad. Then Dad cries, golly gosh, gee whiz, oh cripes, how hot this porridge is. Let's take a walk along the street until it's cool enough to eat. He adds, an early morning stroll is good for people on the whole. It makes your appetite improve. It also helps your bowels move. No proper wife would dare to question such a sensible suggestion, above all not at breakfast time, when men are seldom at their prime. No sooner are you down the road than Goldilocks, that little toad, that nosy, thieving little louse, comes sneaking in your empty house. She looks around, she quickly notes 3 bowls brimful of porridge oats, and while still standing on her feet, she grabs a spoon and starts to eat. I say again, how would you feel if you had made this lovely meal and some delinquent little top broke in and gobbled up the lot? But wait, that's not the worst of it. Now comes the most distressing bit. You are, of course, a house-proud wife. In all your happy married life, you have collected lovely things like gilded cherubs wearing wings and furniture by Chippendale bought at some famous auction sale. But your most special valued treasure, the piece that gives you endless pleasure, is one small children's dining chair, Elizabethan, very rare. It is in fact your joy and pride passed down to you on Grandma's side. But Goldilocks, like many freaks, does not appreciate antiques. She doesn't care, she doesn't mind, and now she plunks her fat behind upon this dainty, precious chair, and crunch, it bust beyond repair. A nice girl would I want to exclaim, oh dear, oh heavens, what a shame! Not Goldie. She begins to swear. She bellows, what a lousy chair! And uses one disgusting word that likely you've never heard. I dare not write it, even hint it. Nobody would ever print it. You'd think by now this little skunk would have the sense to do a bunk. But no, I very much regret. She hasn't nearly finished yet. Deciding she would like to rest, she says, let's see which bed is best. Upstairs she goes and tries all three. Here comes the next catastrophe. Most educated people would choose to rid themselves from socks and shoes before they clamber into bed, but Goldilocks didn't give a shred. Her filthy shoes were thick with grime and mud and mush and slush and slime. Worse still, upon the heel of one was something that a dog had done. I say once more, what would you think if all this horrid dirt and stink was smeared upon your eiderdown by this revolting little clown? The famous story has no clue to show the girl remove her shoes. Oh, what a total crime on crime. Let's check for a second time. Crime 1, the prosecution's case. She breaks and enters someone's place. Crime 2, the prosecutor's notes. She steals a bowl of porridge oats. Crime 3, she breaks a precious chair belonging to the baby bear. Crime 4, she smears each spotless sheet with the filthy messes from her feet. A judge may say without a blink, 10 years hard labor in the clink. But in the book, as you see, the little beast gets off scot-free, while tiny children near and far shout, goody good, hooray, hurrah. Poor darling Goldilocks, they say, thank goodness that she got away. Myself, I'd rather send young Goldie to a sticky end. Oh, Daddy, cried the baby bear, my porridge gone, it isn't fair. Then go upstairs, the big bear said. Your porridge is upon the bed, but as it is inside Mademoiselle, you'll have to eat her up as well.
My name is Ryan Lawler, and my poem is This is a Daily Reminder. This is a daily reminder to be relaxed, to not get angry over the small things, to stay calm. This is a daily reminder to be yourself, to not care about what other people think, because you can be anything. This is a daily reminder that you are beautiful, that you are amazing, and that you will succeed. This is a daily reminder that you have hope, that you have faith, that you know everything will be okay. This is a daily reminder that you have made it so far already, that whatever you're doing is right, and that you are going to be amazing. Keep holding on, and don't stop believing.
Sorry. My name is Hannah Gaston, and the poem I'll be reciting is called If You Forget Me by Pablo Neruda. I want you to know one thing. You know how this is. If I look at the crystal moon, at the red branch of the slow autumn at my window, if I touch near the fire the impalpable ash or the wrinkled body of the log, everything carries me to you. As if everything that exists, aromas, light, metals, were little boats that sailed toward those isles of yours that wait for me. Well now, if little by little you stop loving me, I shall stop loving you, little by little. If suddenly you forget me, do not look for me, for I shall already have forgotten you. If you think it long and mad, the wind of banners that passes through my life, and you decide to leave me at the shore of the heart where I have roots, remember that on that day, at that hour, I shall lift up my arms, and my roots will set off to seek another land. But if each day, each hour, you feel that you are destined for me with implacable sweetness, if each day a flower climbs up to your lips to seek me, ah, my love, ah, my own, in me all that fire is repeated. In me nothing is extinguished or forgotten. My love feeds on your love, beloved, and as long as you live, it will be in your arms without leaving mine.
Good morning. My name is Julian Crockett. My poem is entitled Wolves by Joseph Capehart. My family used to call me big-headed boy. Too smart for his own good, they said. My brain was getting bigger. Taking my skull on a ride that my body would have to catch up to later. My grandma said, don't grow up too fast. There's plenty of time to join this war. I knew nothing of war. I learned how to fight when I was 9. My brother taught me that my fist could dig a well and I would die of thirst if I ever stopped swinging. People became obstacles. Weakness, intolerable. Soundproof to all of your heart, they said. Don't let anyone hear how loud it's beating when you lock eyes with the moon. This is how you survive. I fell in love when I was 12. With a kind voice and multicolored barrettes, I don't remember her name. The name that her father whispered into her mother's belly long before I came along, my cousins had called her body. Call her clothing, he said, call her dog, call her anything your insecurities can sink their teeth into. Don't grow up too fast, he said, you know nothing of love. This is how you survive. I began running up steps 2 and 3 at a time, trying to get to manhood a little bit faster. You see, my father was a pastor who didn't teach me that being a man meant fearing God, but being a man meant being God. And being God meant fearing nothing that each shed tear pulled me further away from the man I was supposed to be. Forgetting that it was the moment that I cried for the first time, that anyone even knew that I was breathing, and this is my inheritance. The struggle between the need to be loved and the want to be worshipped. My mother taught me that Jesus was a carpenter. So I began building my throne of masculinity on the corpses of everything that made me human. They said, this is how you survive. This is how you win the game. Thinking that they were giving me some head start and adjusting to our society. What's the use of being well adjusted to something that's broken? Masculinity is getting more and more expensive. They said in order to become a man, I had to abandon the boy. That I had to sacrifice my humanity so I wouldn't lose my inheritance. But I learned math in my mistakes. I learned when you take away fear, take away love, take away emotion, you don't get to God, you get something less than human. This is not how you survive. These are not lessons for the living. This is how you raise the dead. This is how you sharpen teeth. Breaking boys to find that the world has something for our consumption, but we should never give up until the no's sound like yeses. This is how you raise boys to strip the label of human, who we don't deem worthy. This is how you raise boys to believe this is all okay. This is not okay. I learned how to fight when I was 9, and I still haven't stopped swinging because the road from wolf to human is a fight of unlearning, of peeling back the layers, of coming to terms with privilege, and biting my tongue, and trying not to howl at the moon.
Good morning. My name is Erin Everett, and my poem is The Pig by Roald Dahl. In England, once, there lived a big and wonderfully clever pig. To everybody, it was plain that Piggy had a massive brain. He worked out sums inside his head. There was no book he hadn't read. He knew what made an airplane fly. He knew how engines worked and why. He knew all of this, but in the end, one question drove him around the bend. He simply couldn't puzzle out what life was really all about. What was the reason for his birth? Why was he placed upon this earth? His big brain went round and round, but alas, no answer could be found. Till suddenly, one wondrous night, on the flash, he saw the light. He jumped up like a ballet dancer and yelled, "By gum, I've got the answer. They want my bacon slice by slice to sell at a tremendous price. They want my tender, juicy chops to put in all the butcher shops. They want my pork to make a roast, and that's the part that'll cost the most. They want my sausages and strings. They even want my chitterlings. Such thoughts at the butcher shop, the carving knife, that's the reason for my life. Such thoughts as these are not designed to give a pig great peace of mind." Next morning, in comes Farmer Bland, a pail of pig wool in his hand. And Piggy, with a mighty roar, bashes the farmer to the floor. Now here comes the rather grisly bit, so let's not make too much of it. Except you must understand that piggy did eat Farmer Bland. He ate him up from his head to his toe, making sure to chew the pieces nice and slow. It took an hour to reach the feet because there was so much to eat. And when he finished, Pig, of course, felt absolutely no remorse. Slowly, he scratched his brainy head. And with a little smile, he said, I had a fairly powerful hunch that he may have me for his lunch. And so, because I feared the worst, I thought I better eat him first.
My name is Denalia Drinkwater, and I wrote a poem called I Am Myself. I am myself, but do I want to be? I called myself ugly and unsatisfied. Tell me one simple thing. Is that truly me? You girls expect me to be all glam and fab. I am not glam and fab, but I am me. You girls wear makeup. What's it all for? You're beautiful. Just go beyond that door. Who am I kidding? You girls just want popularity. Once you see that you're failing just for popularity, I bet you'll ask for forgiveness. I don't need to be pretty. I don't need to wear makeup. I don't need to be popular. I'm full of beautifulness, and guess what? I am myself.
Good morning. I'm Jada Parks. The poem I will be reciting is Alone by Maya Angelou. Lying, thinking, last night, how to find my soul a home, where water is not thirsty and bread loaf is not stone. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone, nobody, but nobody can make it out here alone. There are some millionaires with money they can't use. Their wives run around like banshees. Their children sing the blues. They've got expensive doctors to cure their hearts of stone. 'Cause nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Now, if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering. The wind is gonna blow. The race of a man is suffering, and I can hear the moan. 'Cause nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone, nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Thank you.
My name is Miranda Johnson, and I will be reciting the poem Senseless by Colin Mitchell Williams. What is it inside the heart of man that cannot appreciate another's suffering? Are we born with this senseless implacability? Is it from life itself we grow these calluses of the soul? Are we created not to care? Is the face of nature so coldly ruthless that we must come to be so? For what belief in anything in which to believe? Should we maim and destroy and kill? What is it that we know so well that the idea of difference can cause such a conceited violence? What makes us so voluntarily indoctrinated? Is it some desperate need to have sense amidst the senseless? To have at least the illusion of purpose? When then do we celebrate the diversity of our sense to make sense of the senseless? Should every woman and man dream and aspire, and every man and woman dream and aspire to the same, or say this love is stronger, or this way is better, this truth more truthful than anything anyone else can know? Whose despicable spirit can live without some measure of guilt and overfed luxury, while others starve and die in poverty? Are we not one with this global identity we call humanity? Are we not basically and essentially all the same? For if right there is to pass on righteous judgment for cultural and social and political and religious difference, such conviction and contempt, is that all we see in our own reflection? When then do we celebrate our diversity of sense to make sense of the senseless? Thank you. My name is Alexis Grant, and my poem is Identity by Julio Novoa Polanco. Let them be as flowers, always watered, fed, guarded, admired, but harnessed to a pot of dirt. I'd rather be a tall, ugly weed, clinging on cliffs like an eagle, wind wavering above high, jagged rocks, to be broken through the surface of stone, to live, to feel, exposed to the madness of the vast internal sky, to be swayed by the breezes of the ancient sea, carrying my soul, my seed, beyond the mountains of time, or into the abyss of the bizarre. I'd rather be unseen, than if shunned by everyone, than to be a pleasant-smelling flower, growing in clusters in the fertile valley, where they're praised, handled, and plucked by greedy human hands. I'd rather smell of a musty green stench than of a sweet, fragrant lilac. If I could stand alone, strong and free, I'd rather be a tall, ugly weed.
Good morning. My name is Christian Frederick. This poem is entitled Life is a Privilege by Ella Willa Wilcox. Life is a privilege. Its youthful days shine with the radiance of continuous maze. To live, to breathe, to wonder and desire. To feed with dreams the heart's perpetual fire. To thrill with virtuous passion and to glow with great ambition in 1 hour to know the depths and heights of feeling God in truth. How beautiful is youth. Life is a privilege, like some rare rose, the mysteries of the human mind unclosed. What marvel lies beneath the earth and air and sea? What stores of knowledge waits our opening key? And what sunny roads of happiness leads out, beyond the realm of indolence and doubt? And what large pleasure smile upon and bless the busy avenue of usefulness? Life is a privilege, thought the noontide fades, and shadows fall along the winding glades. Though joy blooms wither in the autumn air, yet the sweet scent of sympathy is there. Pale sorrows lead us closer to our kind, and in serious hours of life we find the depths of souls in men which lend new worth and majesties to this brief span of earth. Life is a privilege, if some sad fate sends us alone to seek the exit gate. If men forsake us and the shadows fall, still does the supreme privilege of them all come in that reaching upward of the soul to find the welcoming presence at the goal. And in the knowledge of our feet that's drawed, past that led from, must win back to God. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anna Holland, and my poem is Wild Child by Lynn Plord. Time for bed, Mother Earth said. Not for a while, said her wild child. A song first. I need a song to play in my head before going to bed. So Mother Earth gave her child a song. Crinkle, crackle, leaves snapple, cheddar, chatter, chipmunks patter, flap, flitter, birds twitter, skitter, scatter, acorn splatter. And such was the song to play in her head before going to bed. And Mother Earth said, Now are you ready for bed? Not for a while, said her wild child. A bite first. I need a snack, a little snack before hitting the sack. So Mother Earth gave her child a snack. Crunchy, munchy, chewy chestnuts, plumpy, lumpy, pulpy pumpkins, snapperly, dapperly, cidery apples, puckery, smuckery, crimsony cranberries, and such was the snack before hitting the sack. And Mother Earth said, Now are you ready for bed? Not for a while, said her wild child. PJs first. I need PJs to get all dressed before taking a rest. So Mother Earth gave her child PJs. A fiery, flaming, reddish nightgown, a brilliant, bursting, yellowish robe, 2 burnt, blistering, orangish slippers, a tawny, tarnished, goldish nightcap, and that's how she was dressed before taking a rest. And Mother Earth said, Now are you ready for bed?
Not for a while, said her wild child. A kiss first. I need a kiss. A smooch and a smack before hitting the sack. So Mother Earth gave her child a kiss. A whooshy, whirlishy, windswept snuggle. A freezing, frizzling, frosty caress. A crystalish, icicle-ish, icebergy kiss. And such was the smooch and smack before hitting the sack. And Mother Earth proclaimed, now you are ready for bed. This time her child smiled. Yes, that wild child with a wink and a wiggle and a stretch and a giggle hunkered below a blanket of snow and let out a yawn, so loud and so long, her breaths grew deep as she fell fast asleep. Then Mother Earth said while touching her head, only sleep for a while, my wild child called Autumn. And this time Mother Earth put herself to bed, finally resting her head. But her eyes opened wide as before her she spied another child stirring. A swooshing, a swirling, a bouncing on the bed. Can't sleep, Winter said. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miguel Ruiz, and I'm going to be reciting Soccer, made by me. Whenever I have free time, I make stuff like this rhyme about the best sport on earth, soccer, since the first woman gave birth. You have to be really fast, it's always been a first task. You have to be really smart, since the game reached the start. Dribbling the ball to score a goal, just make sure it doesn't hit the pole. People going crazy when they see your team play, never missing a game, always finding their way. People celebrating when their team wins, everyone is happy, even the twins. Since the referee blows his whistle in the beginning, the best teams are always winning. Red cards and yellow cards from the first to the last yards, fouling and tripping from the start to the ending. There are many different leagues in soccer. My favorite is the Mexican one, it's not a shocker. When I play, people pick me first, and after every game, I drink water to eliminate my thirst. The best teams are many Europe and South American countries, and in the stadiums, people will be acting like monkeys. Netherlands, Brazil, Germany, the players get money and buy their wife new jewelry. From Messi to Ronaldo, when they get the ball, their fans get louder. Winning Champions Leagues and World Cups, and when getting their awards, they be wearing the best tux. Barcelona and Real Madrid are popular rival teams. Winning on the Classic has always been their dreams. And remember, whenever you go out and practice, watch out, you might get some scratches. Running across the grass, learning how to make a good pass. And whenever you're playing soccer, make sure you have a good goal blocker. And if you ever think the sport is lame, try playing the game, because once you start playing, you'll understand what I'm saying. Thank you.
And I'd like to first welcome to the stage Taylor Neely and Emma Davenport from Cousins Middle School performing Hollywood Beauties.
I think we look good.
Me too. Kissable.
Dramatic.
Stunning.
Alluring.
Bold.
Daring.
Dynamic.
A model.
A movie star.
Definitely. You know, in the old days, the movie stars always wore red lipstick.
Forget pale glossy lips.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Attention grabbing red.
Yes, and when we walk into first period, all eyes will be on us.
Adorable, they will say.
What style?
What attitude.
Glamorous.
Beautiful.
Gutsy.
Wait a minute, Kylie. You don't think they'll laugh, do you?
Laugh. Paige, why would they laugh?
You know, say we look,
Amazing?
Stupid.
We don't look stupid. We look amazing.
Different.
Unique.
Clownish.
Eye-catching.
Funny.
Stylish.
Kylie, are you sure?
Absolutely. And just you wait. I bet tomorrow, practically every girl in school will follow our lead.
Well, pale and glossy is in.
But we say retro is in.
Are you sure you don't think we look, funny?
There's nothing funny about our fabulous new look. Think of Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, Betty Davis, Audrey Hepburn.
Kylie, I don't think any of our friends are into those classic stars. They probably don't even know who they are.
Well, who cares? Because we're going to waltz into first period and amaze everyone. Beautiful.
Maybe, or they'll laugh.
If they laugh, then they have no sense of style. Because we look dazzling, like movie stars.
Well, I guess, but I really don't like people staring at me.
Paige, of course we want everyone to stare. That's the point. You see, glamorous women must deal with paparazzi and fans.
Kylie, I don't think we have to worry about the paparazzi or fans at high school. It's not like we're in Hollywood.
Well, we might as well be, because we look like two Hollywood beauties.
I think we kind of look like clowns.
Would you stop it? We don't look like clowns. We look glamorous.
Exaggerated.
Daring.
Distracting.
Breathtaking.
I can't do it. I just can't.
What's wrong with you? We look great.
Maybe, but I'd rather see how everyone reacts to you first.
But I thought we were in this together.
We were until I kept looking at myself in the mirror and thinking I saw a clown. Kylie, I'm afraid everyone will laugh at us.
Well, you're wrong, and you'll see. It's probably better this way. Otherwise, everyone will be wondering why you're copying me.
Copying you?
I'll be the only one to enter first period looking like a movie star. And truthfully, I prefer it that way.
Well, that's good. And Kylie, even if the entire class laughs at you when you walk in with your bright red lips, I'll be there for you. Hey, the bell's about to ring. Let's go.
A classic beauty. That's what I am. A movie star. That's what I look like. Whatever.
Long time ago, there lived a man named Frog and his two beautiful daughters, Minyara and Naisha. They lived in Africa. Everyone thought that his daughters were the most beautiful in all the land.
Minyara always had a bad temper and would say things to her sister such as,
Someday, Nyasha, I will be queen and you will be my servant.
I'll be happy to be your servant. But why do you say such things? Why are you so unhappy?
I don't like you because everyone talks about how nice you are, and I know Father loves you more. But when I am queen, everyone will know that your kindness is only weakness. Naisha felt bad that Minyara felt that way. Naisha took a small plot of land to grow a garden. Crops were very bountiful. These were seen and made them grow.
one day, Nyasha noticed a small garden snake resting beneath a yam vine.
Hello, little Nyoka. You will locate any creatures that try to spoil my vegetables.
From that day on, Nyoka was at Naisha's side when she tended her garden.
The father did not know how Minyara treated her sister. Then, one day, a messenger arrived and announced the great king wanted a wife.
The king wants a wife.
It would be a great honor to have one of my daughters chosen to be queen.
But my father, Nyasha, should stay and I should go. She will be much happier here with you, and I'm the strong one.
No, Minyara, I cannot send you alone. The king must decide who is the most beautiful.
That night, when everyone was asleep, Minyara left so she could get to the king before anyone else. She is deep in the forest when she meets a small boy.
Please, I'm hungry. Will you give me something to eat?
I have only brought enough for myself.
But please, I'm so very hungry.
Out of my way, boy. Tomorrow I will be queen. How dare you stand in my path?
After traveling for a while, she comes upon an old woman.
I have some advice for you. You will see trees and they will laugh at you. Don't laugh back. Then a man with a head under his arms will greet you. Be polite.
How dare you talk to me, you ugly old woman?
Minyara laughed at the trees. Ha 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 ha. I was not polite to the man with the head under his arm. It was not yet dawn and Minyara entered the city gate.
Nyasha wakes up and gets ready to go to the city. She finds out Minyara has already left.
Oh no!
Minyara
Minyara's gone! Father, I would rather live here with you. I would hate to leave my village and never sing to my little Nyoka again.
The village leaves them when they are deep in the forest. Naisha sees a small boy.
Hello, little boy. You look like you're hungry. Here, take these meals.
The little boy
sunflower seed. They come to a grove of trees, and someone announces that they are just outside the city gate. Naisha was amazed and said,
Wow, Father, it's so beautiful.
Nyasha and her father arrive at the city gates. Then, Manyara comes running toward them and screams,
Oh, please, Father, don't let Nyasha go into the castle. There's a great monster in there. It's a snake with 5 heads. He said that displeased him. He knew all my thoughts. He would have swallowed me whole if I would not have run out.
Nyasha was scared, but she bravely into the chamber where the 5-headed snake was. Nyasha walks into the room and sees her little garden friend, Nyoka, sitting on the throne.
Hello, Nyoka. It's a pleasure to see you. But why are you here?
I am the king. There before Nyasha's eyes, the great snake changed shape.
I am the king. I am also the hungry boy, and I was also the old woman. But you know me best as Nyoka. I have been all of these, and you have been kind to all of these. I know you to be the most worthy, most beautiful daughter in all the land, and it will make me very happy if you will be my wife.
And so it was. Though a long time ago, Nyasha agreed to marry the king. Before he made it known that he was very happy. Nyasha the queen, and Manyara a servant in the queen's household.
Time, I would like to welcome Jeffrey Lowe, Nia Ambroise, Raphael Soria, and Gabriella Farina from Veterans Memorial Middle School performing in real life.
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand,
Hey!
Ba ba ba,
You got any grapes?
ba 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 da. The man said,
No, just lemonade. But it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass?
The duck said,
I'll pass.
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bump 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 ba da. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand,
Hey!
Ba ba ba,
You got any grapes?
ba 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 da. The man said,
No, like I said yesterday, we only sell lemonade. Okay, why not give it a try?
The duck said,
Goodbye.
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bump 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 ba da. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand,
Hey!
Ba ba ba,
You got any grapes?
ba 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 da. The man said,
Look, this is getting old. Lemonade's all we've ever sold. Why not give it a go?
The duck said,
How about no?
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bump 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 ba da. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand,
Hey!
Bump bump bump,
You got any grapes?
bump 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 ba da. The man said,
That's it! If you come here asking for grapes again, duck, I'll glue you to a tree and leave you there all day stuck. So don't get close.
The duck said,
Adios.
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day. Bump 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 ba da. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand,
Hey!
Bump bump bump.
You got any glue? What? Got any glue? No, why would I? Then also, by the way, do you have any grapes?
Then the man just stopped. Then he started to smile. Then he started to laugh. He laughed for a while. Then the man said,
Listen, duck, I'll take you to the store. I'll buy you some grapes so you don't have to ask anymore.
Woo! So they walked to the store and the man bought some grapes. He offered one to the duck and the duck said,
No thanks. But do you know what sounds good? That would make my day? Do you think this store?
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 Do you think this store
Do you think this store?
sells any lemonade?
Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then the next day, bump 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 ba.
And he came back in part 2.
When the duck walked up to a corner store and he said to the woman running the store,
Hey!
Bump bump bump.
You got any grapes?
Bum, 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 ba-dum. The woman said,
No, it's a corner store. I mean, grapes aren't really what we're known for. We got some grape drinks.
The duck said,
They kinda stink.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the corner store and he said to the woman
run in the store. Hey,
Bum, bum, bum.
you got any of those grapes?
The woman said, "Oh, it's you again, Duck. I've already told you you are out of luck. We got some grape gum."
The duck said,
I'll take none.
then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman, run in the store.
Hey,
Bum, bum, bum.
you got any grapes?
Bum, 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 ba-dum.
The woman said, "Look, Duck, I'm trying not to shout, but you're gonna have to buy something or get out. We do not sell fruit."
The duck said,
I'm kinda cute.
then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman, run in the store.
Hey,
Bum, bum, bum.
you got any grapes?
Bum, 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 ba-dum. The woman said,
"Look, Duck, if you come back tomorrow asking for grapes, I will tape you to the wall with my last strand of duct tape. Do I make myself clear?"
the duck said.
Yes, dear.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the corner store, and he said to the woman, run in the store.
Hey,
Bum, bum, bum.
you got any grape chapstick? Wait, you got any of those grape chopsticks?
Oh, well, yeah, we do, but you don't have any money, do you?
Well, do you think you could?
Do you think
you could? Do you think you could?
Do you think you
Do
could?
you think you could?
Do you think you could?
Put it on my bill.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, bum, bum,
In part 3.
when a duck walked up to a lemonade stand. Ba-ba-da, he said to the man who was running the stand. Ba-ba-da,
Hey,
ba-ba-ba,
follow me.
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. The man said,
Look who's back again. Can't you go bother some feathered friend? I'm staying right here.
the duck said.
Here.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day, day. When a duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Ba-ba-da, he said to the man who was running the stand. Ba-ba-da,
Hey,
ba-ba-ba,
follow me.
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. The man said,
Look, Duck, what did I say? You could ask me the whole entire day. I refuse.
the duck said.
You lose.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Ba-ba-da, he said to the man who was running the stand. Ba-ba-da,
Hey,
ba-ba-ba,
follow me.
ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. The man said,
Okay, Duck, you win. If I tell you no, you'll just come back and ask again. So lead the way.
the duck said.
Okay.
So the duck led the man to the corner store. Ba-ba-da, and then they stop outside the door. Ba-ba-da, the duck said.
Hey, can you go inside and ask the woman if you can borrow her duct tape for a minute or two?
Why? What for?
The duck said.
There's the door.
So the man walked in, and the woman said, hi. And suddenly he felt a little shy. He walked up slowly, then said at last.
You seem nice. Can I use your duct tape real fast?
The woman said,
Well, I love this duct tape, man. It stops annoying ducks for asking for grapes. But you can use it for a while.
the man said.
Thanks. You seem nice.
The woman laughed.
You said that twice, but you seem nice too.
The man said.
So do you.
So the man walked out with a pretty big grin, and the duck said,
Stay here while I go in.
So the duck walked into the corner store. Ba-ba-da, and then he said to the woman who was running the store. Ba-ba-da,
Hey,
ba-ba-ba.
got any duct tape?
The woman said,
Oh no, Duck, it's you. You planned this. Could it be true?
By the way, I have one more question for you. You got any grapes?
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle.
Then you waddled away, waddle, 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 till the very next day.
Join me in welcoming Elizabeth Lee, Caleb Crow, Tori Johnson, and Melanie Thompson from Indian Creek Middle School, performing Selection from The Wizard of Oz.
So, do you suppose there are any wild animals out here?
Probably.
Animals that eat straw?
Yes, but mostly lions and tigers and bears.
Lions and tigers?
And bears.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and bears.
What kind of animal is that?
It's a big one.
Put 'em up. I'll protect you.
Oh, afraid, huh? I can beat you with one paw tied behind my back, and I can beat you with one foot. And I can beat you with my eyes closed. Oh, trying to pull an axe on me, eh? Sit down, you lopsided bag of hay.
Yeah, that's getting personal, Lion.
Yeah, get him and teach him a lesson.
Well, what's wrong with you teaching him a lesson?
Well, I hardly know him.
Oh.
And what about you, little dog? Ha! Pop, firepower.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
First you pick on a poor straw man, then on a little dog.
I'm falling down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. I'm dying. My arm is falling off. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Leave me alone. Move. Okay.
Look, you shouldn't go around picking on things weaker than you. You're nothing but a big coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I scare myself. I haven't slept in days, no weeks. Look at these bags under my eyes.
Well, why don't you try counting sheep?
I'm scared of those things too. They're like, bah. Those things are like huge. No.
Well, that's too bad. Don't you think the wizard could help him too? Yeah, we're off to see the wizard right now to get him a heart.
And him a brain.
I'm sure the wizard can help you too.
Are you sure you wouldn't be, embarrassed to be seen in public with a cowardly lion like me?
Nah, of course not.
But my life has been so tragic.
We're off
To see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because. Wait for me, guys!
Alright, please join me in welcoming Corinne Hansen, Mitchell Witcher, Garrett Rosser, Tristan Grace, Addison Rogers, Jacoby Bell, Rihanna Edwards, Bria Blunt, and Alicia Graves from the Newton County Theme School, performing Superhero Academy Awards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Superhero Academy Awards. I'm your host, the Joker, and this is my assistant, Harley Quinn. And I know what you're asking yourself, why are we, of all people, hosting the awards of superheroes? Well, Harley and I had two options. Either A, we spend 5 months in an asylum, or B, we host my worst enemy's award ceremony. Between you and me, I think I'd rather be in jail.
Anyways, here are our heroes.
Why are we clapping again?
I don't know.
Anyways, the first award of the night goes to... Wait, that's my pre-order for the new whoopee cushion.
So, Mr. Stark, do you think you're going to win the Best Superhero of the Year award?
Let me think. Yes.
Oh, Marvel heroes. So naive of DC heroes such as myself and the other ones.
Other ones?
Ugh, man. Okay, we finally got this all together.
Our first award is awarded to Catwoman for Best Fake Death.
Thank you. I'd like you all to know I'll remember you when I sell this on eBay and...
See what I mean? The best at faking deaths. Give her a hand, folks.
Really, Joker? That was my second to last life. I only have one left.
Not my fault you wasted 3 trying to get to your boyfriend in Atlantis.
I never
superhero costume goes to...
Thank you, Joker, for the amazing award. And thank
It's
you.
not meant for you, Superman. It's meant for Batman!
Batman, and you know it.
I think he's right. You really let yourself go.
When Twinkies came back, you know I was happy.
Batman, I can see you last eating Twinkies, ho-hos, and fruit pies through spandex.
At least I don't wear my underpants outside my costume like a 34-year-old man-child. Oh, Robin, where are the Twinkies?
In the Batmobile, sir.
They better not be Little Debbie kind.
Oh no, I think they are.
The next award is for Best Secret Identity, and the winner is Robin!
Thank you. Now, as a young Jason Todd.
You just revealed your secret identity.
No, I'm Tim Drake.
But you just
No,
told
I'm Dick Grayson. No, Stephanie Brown.
You're a woman?
I give up.
So which name do you think I should tag in the Tumblr post?
I don't know, Mr. J. It's your
Oh.
pick.
Batman, why are you back?
Turns out they were the Little Debbie kind. Curse you, Alfred!
What do you have against Little Debbie? Anyways, the next award for the best superhero weapon goes to... Why am I twirling my hand?
Wonder Woman, would you please let go of my award? My repulsors clearly beat your lasso of feelings.
First off, it's lasso of truth. And second of all, let's test that theory.
Wait, get the love codes.
Big deal. It's not like I'm going to tell you that I'm wearing a toupee.
Now that that theory is proven, what do you do secretly in your office at night?
I grab a broom and dance to Dancing Queen.
Quick, somebody save him from the 70s. And our final award of the night. The one you've all been waiting for, I mean none of you. The best superhero of the year is... Who is it? Deadpool! Well done, sir. Well done. And considering you beat my worst enemy at his own award ceremony, you get a $50 million check. The Bank of Gotham might be calling you soon.
I got me a check!
You better not buy anything ending in Mobile.
I'm gonna name it a Deadmobile.
Oh, no, you don't!
Be a hero, they said.
Oh, it'll be so much.
Fun, they said. I'm glad we turned that one down.
Want to go start a prison riot?
Yes!
And as I mentioned earlier, these participants have already been scored, so we already have the winners, but we want to go ahead and acknowledge them, and I will introduce them first and then tell you who the winner is. Our first participant from Clements Middle School is Nasiah Rowe. From Cousins Middle School, Taylor Neely. From Indian Creek Middle School, Tatum Curtis. From Liberty Middle School, Taylor Hewitt. From the Newton County Theme School, Morgan Fannin. And from Veterans Middle School, Amara Iguilla. And for our 6th grade ready writing, our runner-up is Taylor Neely. And our 6th grade winner is Morgan Fannin. Let's give our 6th grade participants another round of applause. From Clements Middle School, Amari Hooks. From Cousins Middle School, Camille Beach. Middle School, Logan Putnam. From Liberty Middle School, Ansley England. From the Newton County Theme School, Mitchell Witcher. Mitchell dressed up for us today. From Veterans Memorial Middle School, Tyler Smith. And for our 8th grade, a runner-up is Tyler Smith. And our 8th grade winner is Ansley England. Let's give our 8th grade participants one more round of applause. All right, so now we are going to begin with the recognition for the 6th grade poetry recitation. From Cousins Middle School, Jose Mass. From Indian Creek Middle School, Amelia Clark. From Liberty Middle School, Trayvon Dorsey. From the Newton County Theme School, Katie Oakley. And from Veterans Memorial Middle School, Joanna Godinez. For our 6th grade poetry recitation contest, our runner-up is Katie Oakley. And our 6th grade winner is Joanna Godinez. Let's give all of our 6th grade participants one more round of applause. All right, now our 7th grade participants. From Clements Middle School, Rylan Lowar. From Cousins Middle School, Hannah Gaston. From Indian Creek Middle School, Anna Bates. From Liberty Middle School, Julian Crockett. From the Newton County Theme School, Erilyn Everett. And from Veterans Memorial Middle School, Donalda Drinkwater. For our 7th grade, our runner-up is Erilyn Everett. And our 7th grade winner is Julian. Let's give our 7th graders one more round of applause. I feel like I should tell Dr. Daniel, the envelope, please. All right, 8th grade poetry recitation participants. From Clements Middle School, Jada Parks. From Cousins Middle School, Miranda Johnson. From Indian Creek Middle School, Alexis Grant. From Liberty Middle School, Christian Frederick. From the Newton County Theme School, Anna Holland. From Veterans Memorial Middle School, Miguel Ruiz. And for the 8th grade, our runner-up is Alexis Grant. And our winner is Christian Frederick. Let's give our 8th grade participants one more round of applause. All right, now we're going to recognize all of our drama participants. And we will begin with Cousins Middle School. We have Taylor Neely and Emma Davenport. And from Liberty Middle School, we have Carmen Fennell, Anaya Hunter, Cheyenne Knox, Denisha Martin, Elizabeth Matthews, Soraya McCrae, Austin McFadden, Jemiah Morrow, Montrell Thompson, and Elijah White. Let's give Liberty one more round of applause. From Veterans Memorial Middle School, Jeffrey Lowe, Nia Ambroise, Raphael Soria, and Abriella Farino. Let's give veterans one more round of applause. From Indian Creek, Elizabeth Lee, Caleb Crow, Tori Johnson, and Melanie Thompson. Let's give Indian Creek one more round of applause. From the Newton County Theme School, Corinne Hansen, Mitchell Witcher, Jacoby Bell. No sliding, Jacoby. Brianna Edwards. Bria Blount. And Elisha Graves. All right. So our runner-up with a selection from the Wizard of Oz, Indian Creek Middle School. And our winner with In Real Life Veterans Memorial Middle School. Once again, let's give all of our drama participants and all